Yeah, so this video that I'm responding to was originally called, Am I a Feminism? No, I'm not joking, I am not making it up. It was literally called, Am I a Feminism? Am I a Feminism? You can't even make it up, can you, people? Now, I don't know if she edited it before the video miraculously disappeared, but I find that funny. And this is a girl who is making her mind up as to if she is a feminist or not. She's apparently not one, but she really loves it. So why paraphrase her when we can have her tell us herself?
I literally have Netflix on my TV right now, so when I'm done recording this, I can watch a new movie.
Good for you, though you really probably should have been watching it anyway and not making this terrible video, but please, go on.
Hey guys!
Hi! Stop doing that, please.
Hey guys, it's Justice.
Was that meant to be a court? Really? Whatever, at least it wasn't badly timed as usual.
So, this week's video. One topic and one topic only. Feminism. Dun dun dun. What does feminism mean to me? Am I a feminist?
Why are you asking me? I don't know.
Okay, so... fact of the matter is, I don't call myself a feminist.
Alright, fair enough, we can go home. It's not over, for fuck's sake!
I agree. I think that people should be equal, but when people hear the term feminist, then they think negative. They think, oh, feminists are women who think women should be greater than men.
Well, you see, that's true, my dear. That is actually true. Feminists, a lot of them, the vast majority of them, the ones who are currently running the ideology, the movement, do think that. They do think that women should have more rights than men and should have all the power over men. In fact, if you think about it, they already have all the rights, they just need more power now, isn't it? And when you look at all the literature and you see all the famous feminists and who they all look up to, you can see why people have that kind of thought about feminism. But you're not a feminist, so I don't see why you would lament this. You sound like one.
No.
That was almost as freaky as Milo going, are you uncomfortable? Are you uncomfortable? Are you uncomfortable?
No, that's not what a feminist is.
No true Scotsman fallacy. Please, girl, you can do better than this, can't you? There are feminists like that. They are the majority of the movement. It is known, Khaleesi. It is known.
A feminist is simply the belief that women are and should be equal as potential, intellectual equals, and social equals to men. That is what a feminist is.
That's not what they describe themselves as, but it's close enough. But the thing is, there's saying what you are, and then there's acting what you are, love. You see, the feminists don't act the way they like to say they are. They don't act in any way like the dictionary says they do. They've never actually bothered to fight for the rights of men. They've never bothered to promote equality between men and women. It's always, this may harm women if it benefits men. This may harm women, even though it doesn't harm anybody. I mean, just look at NOW, for example. The National Organization of Women in America. They always oppose shared parenthood wherever it is proposed, and they always win. You know what shared parenthood is? It's where the mother and the father during a divorce have 50% responsibilities for the kid. It is shared equally, and the National Organization of Women don't want that. And let's not forget, in Israel, feminists managed to successfully campaign to stop a potential change in the law where rape would be defined as forced envelopment along with penetration. So that means women could be tried as rapists if they rape straight men. Because remember, women don't necessarily need to be physically stronger in order to rape. They have tools, they have alcohol, they've got other drugs, or maybe threats. But they stopped that from happening, and now the definition of rape is what it was before. A crime that only men can commit. Ignoring the fact that this means even lesbians are probably harmed by this rule as well. But hey, whatever. Lesbian domestic violence, we do not talk about such things, Khaleesi.
Feminism shouldn't even be a thing.
Oh, really?
Like, we live in 2016.
Current year.
2016.
Really? Is that it? Is that your argument? Because it's 2016? That's not an argument. I mean, I could say that and be ridiculed and left off the bloody internet. I mean, I am ridiculed anyway for having these beliefs, even though they're correct. But hey, whatever. I do not think because it's 2016 we don't need this ideology. I think there's more pressing things that can be said. For example, women have more legal rights than men. They have complete bodily integrity. They have complete reproductive control, whereas men do not. And for those of you who say, yeah, but we have condoms and vasectomies and we just have to keep our dick in our pant. And I say, bullshit. We have no say in our futures when a woman is pregnant. They just can either have an abortion or they can keep the baby. They can give it up for adoption. A man doesn't have those options. What does he do? If she chooses to keep it, he is forced by law to pay out child support for a baby he never wanted if he's not ready for parenthood or doesn't want to be a parent. Why is it that one gender has the choice but the other does not? That's not a real choice. That's kind of an illusion of choice, is it not? And we have no pill because feminists don't want it, and among other things. But please do go on, love.
With that being said, no, I'm not a feminist, but I do believe that we should have equal rights for people. There's no reason why we shouldn't, no matter your sex, your religion, your race, your job level, what degree you have. People are people.
That's what we anti-feminists have said for years. Yet apparently that's not the case, because according to feminists, you have to be a feminist, especially if you're a woman, in order to believe in equal rights for the sexes. And the problem is, they're still here because they want power. They want to mold society into their own image. Not all feminists want to do that, I know that, but that is the reality. And for you to hold such opinions would make you a pariah, especially if you're a woman. They really don't like that. They are okay with men not holding those views because, you know, it's feminism. It's not for men, is it? No matter what they say. But if you're not a feminist, how come you're defending them in such a way?
We have the same insides.
No we don't. Women have wombs, men do not. Plus the organs are a different size and the muscles are completely different. Men have bigger masses on average than women, and the bone structures tend to be very different as well. Plus women's hips are wider, men's are thinner, because, you know, you have to shift a baby out of there one day, although you may not want kids. I'm not judging. We are not the same inside. The only things that are the same is like blood, that we have the same important organs from which to live on, and some other ancillary shit. But apart from that, no, we're not the same inside. Unless you mean mentally. But even then, we're different. But I'll let that go. That's just a pedantic reason to reply, that's all.
Not always the same outside.
I think you mean always the outsides. But never mind. Another pedantic reason to respond, I guess.
I get so sick of hearing how men can do this and men can do that, but as soon as a woman does it, it's wrong. Like, she shouldn't be able to do it.
Who's saying this? Who's saying women can't do this, women can't do that? Because there are a lot of things that people are saying that men can't do because they're men, or men can't experience because they're men. These things are usually prejudice and sexism, but who says that? It can't be the MRAs, it can't be the pickup artists even, cannot be the MGTOWs, it can only be one group only. Well, maybe another group as well, but one main culprit, feminism. They're the only ones telling us what we can and cannot do. In fact, they even tell women what they can and cannot do. It's not necessarily physical things or working, etc., but it's clear that they do want to tell people what they can and cannot do. But even then, you're vague about it, and I don't know what you're talking about, so I'm just going to call bullshit on that.
I got on Twitter, I want to say last week, and the hashtag We Stand for Zoe was trending. So I got on, and it was simply because she posted a Snapchat.
Okay, she posted a Snapchat, and also bear in mind, this is Zoella, mate. This is Zoella. I know girls who cannot stand that woman. I don't know why. I've never ever watched any of Zoella's videos, but I hear she's not got a very good reputation amongst certain people. I don't know what it is, but I've heard she's not an angel. But you seem to be a fan, and trying to tell you that is probably not the best thing to do.
Picture of her in a t-shirt and her underwear, saying goodnight. You have all these guys taking pictures with their shirt off.
Wait, is there a story behind that? Because then it just cut out of nowhere. I don't know what's going on. What was the point in that? It's just a complete non sequitur because of that cut. What happened with Zoella? Why did a hashtag be created because she was in a t-shirt and posted a Snapchat on Twitter? And then guys started posting topless. Why? What's this got to do with anything? What the fuck, mate? This has nothing to do with anything.
Get written on them saying how wrong it was, how naughty it is. No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. Thirsty women exist and are always pruding over guys who are attractive and look whatever they find attractive to be. Women are the only ones who get ogled. I still don't know where all this is going because it all seems really badly cut, badly edited, and everything's going all over the place, and I don't know what point you're meant to be saying.
I really, really want equal rights in America all over the earth, all over the planet.
And why are you complaining about the women when men don't have it at all?
But you have to take a stand. We want women to be equal to men, and if that makes us bad guys, then so be it.
They have more rights than men, I'll have you know. But I've already mentioned them, and you can go look it up. So I don't understand why you're complaining. You don't seem to realise that everything that feminism, or at least women's rights, set out to achieve, has already been achieved, and everything else is literally just an added bonus now because of some unintentional, or maybe some were intentional, consequences of all this legislation that was passed 50 odd years ago, maybe even stretching to 100 years ago even, and they're having a negative effect on men, but you don't know about this because, well, you've drank the poison Kool-Aid.
I guess I'm a bad guy.
No, you're only a bad person if you want supremacy, but since you don't really want supremacy, you're kind of just uninformed. I don't think you're a bad person. I don't see you as a bad person, and there was no reason for you to delete your video either. I don't understand why you did that. Maybe you realised you made a mistake because people corrected you. Maybe you didn't think you were wrong. I don't know, but you're not a bad person for wanting to keep things as they are. But then again, you know, you don't realise that things are as they are because Kool-Aid seems to blind people. It's like a blackout, but you can see in the blackout, but you can't see the things that the blackout blacks out, so you can only see one thing. I guess it's tunnel vision, but tunnel vision for the law and what's really going on. I can forgive you for that.
Thanks for listening to my little rants. Give this video a thumbs up if you agree with me in any terms that men are not greater than women and women are not greater than men. We should be equal.
I do agree with that, but the fact of the matter is that you are uninformed about how unequal they actually are. But you know what? Did this with good intentions. You like feminism a bit too much to not be a feminist. You might as well just call yourself one. But since watching this, I realised you're a lot more innocent than I thought. But I could be proven wrong. People do go crazier. Let's hope this never happens, people. And that's the end of it, people. I'm so sorry for the audio levels might be a bit unequal, but that's because as I'm unpacking this room, all the soundproofing that occurs naturally with all the stuff in here decreases. So there's a large echo and it's really bugging me. Or is it a delay effect? You never know. But anyway, until next time, see you later. United rhythm in my home.